To the ministry, I already knew. I did the dum-dum once. I got married to somebody that was probably my first wife. I know, I've been married twice. That was my, what they call it, default. That first one. But I knew within me, God was calling ministry. And I was giving myself to it. I was studying, praying, and learning out the protocol of my assignment and my rank. I wasn't just pilfering it, sitting around and going through motions, waiting for it to show up. I know I had to go after it. I knew that I couldn't stay in this place. I had to remove from that place. I just couldn't stay bound by that mistake. I owned it and said that was on my flesh, that was on my mind, it was something I did, and I moved on. Amen? And now, every time, even since I started this ministry, God giving me this ministry, I'm still, when the words come to me, I'm still warring with those words. Tell you that you got to war with it.
You got to war with it.
I'm going to show you in a second. You know why? Because there's a future in you.
Yes, yes.
See, your future is not ahead of you. It's trapped in you.
Yes.
It's not ahead of you. It's trapped in you. Trust me. So you think things are going to change? If you don't change in you, your future is going to remain the same.
That's it.
So whatever proclivities that you have, idiosyncrasies, and intention, and attitudes, and you know, could I say this real quick? I know we're straight. I just can't figure out why Christians are so mean and nasty and so disrespectful to things that are holy. I don't understand. I used to be afraid. When I was unsaved, I was afraid.
Yes.
You know what? And I know better now. So I wouldn't dare. I didn't lose the fear of the Lord.
Come on.
I know that the fear of the Lord still stands.
Amen.
I don't care what they're telling you on Facebook. Facebook ain't the Holy Grail. You better learn how to listen to the witness of your Holy Spirit. He's your umpire. He'll tell you what to do and how far to go. He will tell you to get yourself together. Anybody ever had the Holy Ghost tell you, say, you know what? You're too nasty. You don't smile enough. You're too nonchalant. You're not aggressive enough. Anybody ever? Yeah. That's his job. To tell you where you're missing it. He's not there to convict you and speak condescending to you. He's to tell you, say, you know what? I expect better from you. Anybody ever heard the Holy Spirit take it there? I heard. He said, you know that ain't you. Why you slam the door leaving the house like that? Now call her up and tell her you're sorry. But the key is, you got to do it then. Because if you wait another day, you failed the test. You didn't pass. It's in the moment. You think it's your pride in the way to tell you can't, I'm wrong, can't say I'm wrong. It's God checking you. See, we want the deep things of God, but God wants the deep things in you. We want the fantastic stuff. God wants that stuff in you that you have not changed in 5 years. Because the space between you and it, if you don't figure it out in that space, it ain't coming. It may be of Ishmael. Yeah. Look like it, but it ain't. Huh? Because you didn't allow the word to do what it needs to do privately. When public affirmation comes, you can't identify it. You can't agree with it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Go to Psalm 105. We need a prophetic ministry. Paul said it. Paul said it over in 1 Corinthians 14. He said when the people come in that don't believe in God and the prophetic ministry comes, they fall down. And says there's a God in you. Amen? That's what Paul said. You have to go read it in 1 Corinthians 14. But I'm here to tell you, where you're going is important, but it's not the most important thing. Where you're going is important, but it's not the most important thing. Where you are now is the most important thing. Yeah, I know. That's a clap and a half. Where Where you are now is more important than where you're going.
Amen.
Even the ones you come up with at night. See, most of us, to be honest, most saints are not led by anything other than themselves. And that space is when I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. In that space, you have no hidden motives, no agendas. Psalms 105:19. Okay. There we go. Until the time that his word came. Talking about Joseph. So this is the same. This is Psalms 105. I think the verse started at verse 13 to 20 something. It talks about the word that came to Joseph. And it's a prophetic principle in there too, but I don't have time. I just want to pull this one out. To the time that his word came, the word of the Lord tried him. So hold on a second. You mean after he had the dreams from the Lord, talking about how his brother is going to fall down and worship to him, and the administration of God will get him in Egypt, he had to be tried by that word. So when a word comes to you, you got to be tried. Huh? Basically, when a word comes to you from God, you got to be stripped. You got to be made vulnerable. You got to be made transparent. All your safe places, all the comfort zones, they're disturbed. I'm here to tell you, so when the word comes, it's not coming to add to you. It's coming to subtract. It's coming to delete. It's coming to, trust me, it's coming to make you say, what I got to give up. I've heard more saints say, well, I got to give up. Yeah, you got to give it up. If you want to go to it, in this space, you got to give it up. That's where all the decisions are made, in that space. You won't make it to it. That space is important. Man. Until that time that his word came. So every prophetic word is in a time capsule. Everything when God speaks to you is not instant. Sometimes the word of knowledge will come. And God is the instant thing. But when God is trying to identify and introduce to you and bring something fresh to you, it's a process then. That time clock starts. The hourglass is flipped. Come on now. The alarm is set. You start saying, man, oh God. Oh, his goodness do leads to repentance. He could have busted me out. Yeah. He's speaking to, and he didn't speak to my trash. He spoke to my treasure. Yeah. He could have just busted me out in front of everybody. But in his goodness, it leads to repentance. So I'm not in a hurry now. But I'm not in a hurry to go back to doing anything crazy. Now I got expectations. I can lift up my head to the hills from which cometh my help. I ain't got to worry about what everybody else is around me. Sometimes you got to do you like he did Saul. He blinded all the folks that was around him. Two different places in Acts said they seen it. One place and another place they didn't see it. I don't know which one to believe, but I'm going to take it and say that. Amen. It was a personal word to him. Sometimes God will drop a word and speak a word and you have to do like Mary. Mary didn't even tell Joseph about it. Read it in Luke 2. She didn't tell Joseph about it. It says she pondered about it. She tossed it around in her heart. Sometimes you can't go tell everybody about what God spoke to you. Why? Because he said, don't take that which is holy and give it to dogs. Amen. Or take your pearls and give it to swine, lest they trample you. Everybody that's with you ain't for you. Amen. Everybody in this ministry ain't for us. Trust that. I know that for a fact. For a fact. I know this. And it's a painful walk. When you can look around and see a group, then as you walk and God does his circumcision, and he starts doing what he wants to do in you, and you yield it to the purpose. And they're just there, they're hanging out. Then you look again, and then all of a sudden it's less. And then less. And then less. You'll know once we play the word back today. I'm here to tell you, I'm serious. It's just some things like, wow. And I just got all of our best interests because I know what it is. But the space where we are now is important. It's crucial. Now is the acceptable time. Now is the day of our salvation. We can't wait till next week. We ain't got a time. And it's not a doomsday message. I'm just telling you, you got to walk in wisdom, redeeming the time. Make the most out of this moment. Stop passing excuses and making excuses and saying, I'll do it later. No, do it now. Do it now. Submit to God now. a desire, a drive, and a hunger for his fulfillment. Should be like David. David said, I'm not going to give no sleep or something till I bring the ark to a place. In Psalms 132, said, you got to have people say, you know what? I'm going to be after it in spite of everything. I don't need popularity. I don't need approval. I don't need everybody to be on the wagon with me. I don't need everybody to be in my corner. But this is what the Lord told me to do. See, sometimes you got to understand, people may go another direction, but once they find out that you're doing something worth it, they will come out of the caves and thickets and follow you. And you know why? Because it's the space. They wanted it, but they didn't want the space. They didn't want to go through the process. They didn't want to have to go through the sifting. They wanted it now. They wanted immediate gratification. Like the rascals that came out with Moses and Joshua. He says, all y'all that didn't get cut. And Joshua 5 says, he said, bring me a sharp knife. Start cutting